What's good, fam? We back at it with another one. My 600-pound life. I'm already laughing right now, man, because this one is 27 minutes and I know I'm going to get pissed. So, yeah. I'm trying to get in a better mood because these lies and manipulators, man, y'all already know how I get. But yeah, man, let's jump straight into it, y'all. Try not to get mad.
My joints in my legs, they hurt really, really bad. Having to walk and do stuff is hard. It's just impossible for me. It's exhausting just to go shopping sometimes.
We're going all the way back to the beginning for this one. As you can see, Ashley can barely even handle a trip to the supermarket.
My mom. If I would go to get seconds or something, she'd either give me a look or say something. And sometimes that would embarrass me because she would say it in front of people to be spiteful. Whenever I got mad at her, I'd take it out on food.
Wow, Mother of the Year award right there.
Her daddy, he'd always get on to me about Pastor Ashley about her weight. He'd just says, leave her alone. My daddy's like my rock, and I love him to death.
I can tell anything, and he won't judge me for anything, you know. My weight don't judge me. Truthfully, you know, if I was to say this, my dad's coming home tomorrow. It's hard with God. It's just so emotional.
Okay, so one parent is cruel to Ashley about her weight, and the other overcorrects by letting her do whatever she wants. There's a bad dynamic at play, but let's see if Ashley is capable of identifying that.
Both my grandpas were obese, and some of my aunts and uncles are obese too. But I can't all put it on my genes. We like food. Family likes food, and we eat food.
And there's excuse number one. Yes, maybe big bones run in the family. I'm not saying genetics don't play a role, but you can get up to 600 pounds without a whole lot of overeating.
Once we get home, she's got a recliner. She can get up.
I try to get a walker and just push around.
I think it's a great idea. House sitters get somewhere to stay, and we, the house owners, get someone to...
After surgery, I was up.
Mom, you're trash. And you need to be doing the same thing she's doing. But she passed away. Thank you, Mom.
I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I know that was a lot.
Ashley's had the surgery, but that's only the first part of the battle. Now she needs to put in the work to really start losing the weight, and she's not off to the best start.
Now let's just get on the side and just try to get up and just walk just a few. That I can. It's just
We gotta try to get you up and walk, okay? That's really important.
I wish we could just try it. To be honest, just walk right to that chair.
Yeah, that's not really a great start. Now, nobody's saying it's easy to come back from surgery, but if even doctor now is telling you should be able to walk, then you need to put in a little bit of effort to at least try.
I'm trying to get used to using my body again. I do my little exercise on the couch. I do some little stretches and stuff, and I'm just trying to get back to hopefully unknown one day. The first time in a long time I could see myself being active. I'm going to get back into sports again.
Okay, Ashley might have had some weak excuses earlier on, but I'll give credit where credit's due. She's already down 90 pounds after just 1 month, and you can't do that without putting in the work and staying off junk food.
It's been a year since my surgery, and I can do more things now than what I could do last year this time. I'm going to eat a little bit of piece of that. I don't think it will hurt me too bad. Just a little piece of the corner, but...
Look, it's your birthday, I can understand the desire to have a little treat, but you really shouldn't. 490 pounds is still a lot of weight, and that number is not going down too quickly. If I had to guess, this isn't the only time in the past year Ashley treated herself to a bad snack.
But regardless, you're gonna have these kind of temptations in front of you, even at spots where all your family's together and stuff like that. You gotta have that discipline, of course. It's tough in the beginning, but after a while you'll get pretty used to it, and then they'll start looking at you crazy as always. But yeah,
my weight makes things a lot harder on me. It's hard for me to stand, it's hard for me to get around, it's hard for me to do normal things. My weight's handicapped me.
Like so many other patients on the show, Chuck is in a state of eternal pain due to how much weight he's carrying around.
How's my little man?
Hi.
Say Papa? I've always wanted a son, and we had the opportunity to adopt Nathan, and he's the best thing in the world. I like to go outside with Nathan and play, but I can hardly walk without getting winded.
And look at that, it's gotten so bad that Chuck can't even be a father to his son, and I can't imagine what that must feel like.
Main thing that really upsets me is putting a lot of strain on my wife. Hey baby, you come get the phone for me? Thank you, baby.
Marriage is extremely difficult when you're married to someone who's 600 pounds. We don't have an intimate relationship. Our marriage is much more caregiver, patient.
As if that wasn't enough.
in other words, she's not getting sex because of this, sir. And then on top of that, you could have tried to get the phone, but
Chuck's weight is clearly creating a negative impact on his marriage, and nobody wants to be a full-time caretaker, but it's essentially the role Chuck's wife has to play.
Let's get britches on. I just feel like a servant. Being a single mom is one thing, but being a single mom, there's another human being there. It's much harder.
That is really tough to see. Chuck's poor wife is basically raising their son all on her own, and while she's clearly struggling with the toddler, he's just laying down and eating. I can't imagine how that makes either one of them feel.
Our family won't last much longer if something doesn't change.
His wife is openly suggesting divorce, and frankly, I can't blame her.
You okay?
Mr. Turner?
Sweet Lord have mercy.
Judging by the look on his face, Chuck desperately needed that wake-up call. That is the face of a man who just found out he's 1 or 2 bad meals away from a casket.
What do you think a gastric bypass is going to do to your eating habit?
If you eat more than you need, it's going to make you hurt.
It doesn't work that way. Surgery only does one thing, keep him from eating a lot at one time.
Okay, and Dr. Now's meeting is off to a really bad start. Chuck thinks surgery is a quick fix that will permanently destroy his appetite, but it doesn't work like that.
If you lose some weight, you need to figure out what kind of eating disorder you got now, and you need to figure out what we can do to solve the problem. You think that's going to work?
Yes, sir. No, that's not going to do that.
Oh, come on, Chuck. Dr. Now's not even out of the room yet, and you're already planning your next big meal. He's calling it his last hurrah, but that is a terrible excuse.
And who knows, this probably would have been the meal that had killed you. Now, come on, man.
I don't like service.
I worry about Chuck fighting those cravings he eats enough to feed 20 people.
Good God, man, you shouldn't be eating out in the first place, but you definitely shouldn't be eating all of that.
Penny is very large, but to know her situation, I need to examine her and see how much she weighs.
Time to close this one off with one of the most infamous patients in the history of the show.
We're going to check the weight now, okay?
This is the largest fish in the market.
Okay.
Penny's weight is so out of control that she can't even stand. They need to use this elaborate contraption just to get her weight.
Penny is not making any more progress. There is no benefit for her to be here. Hopefully things will change after you get back home. Are you excited going home today?
I'm ready to go home today.
Did I give you the booklet about diet?
Yeah, I have it in my folder.
Remember, he said that. He gave you a booklet on the diet.
If you have any problems, call us. Even 3 o'clock at night.
Penny had her surgery, but she hasn't been losing the weight she needs to while in the hospital. Dr. Now's hoping that a change of scenery might improve her spirits and make her work harder, but I'm not so sure.
You really don't need someone telling you right after surgery what you can and can't do.
You know, the thing is there really wasn't a diet like given to us or to me. I can pretty much look at food and calculate exactly what the calories are. I know the percentages from.
Girl, if you don't... I was about to say something. If that's the case, you wouldn't be 500 pounds. See, I'm trying my best not to cuss. You would not be 500 pounds, lady, if you knew the calories. Trust me.
Fat I should be having.
Penny, are you serious right now? Even if you didn't have Dr. Now's diet, you should know that eating food like that is not going to help you lose weight. And no offense, but if you were to look at food and immediately know how much you should and shouldn't be eating, then you wouldn't have gotten to 530 pounds in the first place.
I cannot function without long. They're not the best thing for me. God finds out and it's going to be like, why is she eating that?
I don't know if I'm right or wrong because I'm a doctor, but the deep frying, I felt that was healthier than us ordering.
Yes, technically do.
What?
Doctor, but the deep frying, I felt that was healthier than us ordering.
Yes,
It ain't no different if they deep frying the tube. Oh, that anger is rising, fam. I'm trying.
Technically doing this is better than eating nothing or ordering out, but you know what's even better than that? Eating what Dr. Now tells you to eat.
For the past few months, we haven't been able to take a look at you. So what's going on with you?
I haven't been able to weigh.
How come?
My-
You don't walk around?
No, yeah.
We weigh you right now and you see how much you lost.
No.
She gained weight.
I just need to hold on to the front.
Surprise, surprise, she's gained 5 pounds since her last weigh-in. Maybe she'll finally accept that she doesn't know more than the doctors.
And you haven't lost any weight. You gained weight since the surgery.
I feel that the scales were wrong in the beginning and that I weighed more than what that was. I've been putting it all out there.
So the scale...
Okay, well, of course not. Instead, she's gonna turn on the waterworks and claim that top-dollar medical equipment is wrong. I'm not even surprised anymore. This is just classic Penny.
When you're my size, it hurts like hell every day to get up and do what I have to do. On my body, pretty much everything from the waist down hurts.
I'm sorry.
Being a mother of two is hard work, and weighing over 600 pounds puts a lot of stress on your body. Dottie has to deal with both of these factors, so you can understand why she pretty much lives in constant pain.
By the time I was 18, I was well over 300 pounds. And I remember just eating and eating and eating so much. And I've just never been able to stop.
You have some people that use alcohol to bury a feeling or anger or sadness. Dottie just chose food.
Dottie uses food as an escape for just about every negative emotion she comes across, and that's starting to catch up with her.
You don't have to have drugs every day. You don't have to have alcohol every day. But you have to have food to live every day. Can I get a double cheeseburger and fries? And a 10-piece chicken nugget. People don't really understand when you have an addiction to food, it's the worst kind of addiction you can have.
Food addiction is a real thing, but that's not an excuse. Yes, you need food to live, but you really don't need double cheeseburgers.
Me and Chris were heading to Houston to see a doctor who does surgery on people my size. I figure if he can give me a gastric bypass, that may be my only hope to lose weight. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other option. But I know I have to have help.
Dottie is officially making the trip to Dr. Now, and based on that little monologue, she knows exactly how important this meeting is.
I'd rather be dead than to get to a place where I can't take care of my kids. I just hope I'm not beyond help. 641.
Oh boy, Dottie knew she was big, but apparently she was not ready for that.
You're 640 pounds.
She knew she was big, but she didn't know she was big.
How do you think you got here?
It's from having 2 kids. My oldest son, he's disabled. And
How old is he?
He's 12.
Yo, you just said you was 300 pounds at 18. Girl.
So you stay home and you take care of the children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dottie, we're aware that raising 2 kids is hard, especially when one is disabled, but that's no excuse to put on this type of weight. It's impossible to get that big without eating an absurd amount of food, and you need to take responsibility for that.
You guys need to realize that first you have responsibility toward the kid, and then you have responsibility toward your health. I want you to lose 40 pounds over the next 2 months. From this point on, every day, make adjustment in your eating habit.
Dr. Now's right. That's no excuse that she needs to start losing weight fast to try and take control of her life.
I've tried really hard these past couple of months. I know this surgery is my last hope to change, and everything is riding on what the scale says.
Dottie's back in Houston, so now we'll get to see if she took Dr. Now's words to heart.
Dr. Now said I needed to be under 600 pounds, and I have no idea if I made it close to that or not. I just hope I've done enough.
6 pounds? Wow, you definitely have not done enough. Will she own up to her actions or blame her surroundings yet again?
My concern is that Dottie does not understand how much she's eating. And when you tell me that you're not eating very much, that's not the reality, because your ideal body weight is 200.
I mean, it's just really hard to try to stay focused.
And this is something that need not to be taken lightly.
Dottie, this is quite literally life and death. If you can't stay focused for this, then what will make you stay focused? You might not think 590 pounds is a big deal if you watched a lot of the show, but you need to remember that this is an absurd amount of weight. Her BMI is off the charts. Wow, we knew June was in bad health, but Dr. Now thinks she might actually be on the verge of death. If that doesn't serve as a wake-up call, nothing will.
I'm nervous about seeing the doctor. I hope I got down 5 pounds. It's been a hard month.
You're always gonna...
Lady, Chinese food in one day ain't gonna help you gain 20 pounds. Like, how are you gonna tell the doctor he wrong when you just shown you can lose weight in the hospital, ma'am? Oh, I'm trying, y'all.
Every day I wake up and have to face the reality of what my life has become. I'm so big now I can hardly move. I can get up, but I can only walk a few steps. So I just stay here in this bed no matter what.
We've seen some large patients on the show before, but Sean might take the cake here. Pun very much intended.
Sean has no appetite control. What do you want?
Just a couple burgers.
He would have appetite control if you stop feeding him the stuff you feeding him. Man, y'all.
Burgers and soda.
Sometimes it's just easier to give him what he wants. Unfortunately, I do that all the time.
Oh my god, what a terrible excuse right there. You have to know you're putting your child in an early grave with every snack, and yet you keep doing it because you can't deal with a little temper tantrum.
Alright, we're gonna get you in your bed and check your weight. Looks like you're 919 pounds.
Seriously, how...
Mom, this man is 919 pounds. What are you talking? Oh my god, bruh. Like, come Come on,
You
man.
look like you're 919 pounds.
Seriously, how is Sean alive? As it is, the human body can't support 600 pounds. But 919? That's a whole other level.
You may be the heaviest person alive right now. This is not a good place to be. At your weight, it's a miracle that you're alive.
Dr. Now is absolutely destroying these two, and they deserve it. Neither Sean nor his mother have shown even the slightest bit of restraint with his eating habits, and they need a lot of tough love.
I'm going to give you a diet plan, and I want you to lose at least 100 pounds over the next couple of months. If you do that, I'll improve you for weight loss surgery.
100 pounds sounds like a lot, but honestly, at Sean's weight, he should be able to shed that in no time.
May I have something to eat? My mom and I have been in Houston for a month now. We're still trying to just get settled.
Sean hasn't really adapted to the new diet just yet, but we're trying.
Oh boy, if it's been a month and he still hasn't gotten used to the diet, it's never gonna happen. You have to give him no choice but to eat healthy food.
Sean has a big appetite. He just wants to eat constantly. Never seems like he's gonna get full. And if he's hungry, he needs something to eat.
Seriously, that's the best excuse you have. Just because he's hungry doesn't mean he has to eat. This sort of thinking is what got him up to 900 pounds in the first place, and it's gonna put him in the ground if you keep it up.
Everything in my life has become such a struggle because of how big I am now and all the weight I have on my body. And I'm overwhelmed with the pain that I have to endure every single day.
Wow, food truly has ruined Tiffany's life at this point. She's not quite bedridden, but she's not far from that fate.
But I know the only reason I'm in this situation and my body is like this is because of how I eat.
So Tiffany has the self-awareness to know that food is the problem, and the solution is to cut back on her eating habits. That's a good sign, right?
If I change that, then all this will get better. But at this point, food is the only pleasure I have left in my life.
I get it. Food is an escape from your current predicament, but it wouldn't be your only source of joy if you actually lost the weight. By indulging in this obsessive eating, you're only making it harder and harder to find true happiness.
Dessert is mostly what I crave, and so my first choice is either cake or ice cream. Nothing makes me feel as good as sugar does.
Hold on, you start your day off with ice cream? Like in the morning? That's a cry for help if I've ever heard one.
And the second I take a bite, all my pain and worry fade away for just a moment. So as long as I'm eating, it's like I'm invincible. Nothing can hurt.
Your weight can hurt you. Obviously, it's been hurting you. Oh boy, I don't think I'm gonna make this one, y'all.
Come on, Tiffany. You know that your so-called feeling of invincibility is nothing but a delusion. It's ironic, really. Tiffany's using that feeling of indestructibility to justify her terrible eating habits, but it's actually putting her closer and closer to death.
That was the last big obstacle, so I'm hoping now we could get some food and then rest. But I'm starving right now.
Excuse me. We need to get dinner. Can you go through a drive-thru for us?
Let me get up here, I'll stop.
World of Warships, the final frontier.
Fast forward a bit, and Tiffany is just one day away from her visit with Dr. Now, and a drive-thru might not be the best choice of meal.
I think I'm gonna go for the #1 combo. Can I get a #1 combo, please? Large. And then can I get an order of the 3-piece chicken strips? And then can I get a #2, please? Medium.
I don't know.
That'll be it.
That better not all be for her. That better not all be for her. If it is, I'm through.
Okay, so I'll buy the excuse that it's hard to eat well on the road, but you certainly don't eat that much food, especially the night before you meet a weight loss surgeon. And come on, a large milkshake, how can you possibly justify that?
I know tomorrow my life will change. At least I'm hoping it will. But if Dr. Now says he can help me and lets me do his program, then that'll probably mean all bad food is gone for a while. And that's gonna be hard.
Alright, so Tiffany is basically saying that this is the last hurrah before giving up junk food for a while, but honestly, Tiffany, look at yourself. This woman is basically at death's door already. The time to give up milkshakes was weeks ago. And did you catch that she said all bad food is gone for a while? Tiffany, if you're serious about this, the bad food will be gone forever. This isn't some quick fix, this is a complete lifestyle overhaul.
Thank you.
My life is miserable because I'm so big that I'm bedridden now. And the entirety of my body just hurts nonstop all day long. And it's so bad that I haven't been able to get up for over a year now. So I've had to learn to live in a whole different way. That's demeaning.
Octavia hasn't left her bed in over a year, and her life is basically on pause due to her addiction to unhealthy foods.
I try my best to clean myself as much as I can. And there are some days I want to just skip it, but it's something that I have to do. Because it's dangerous at my size if you don't stay clean. Because your body shakes easily.
Bathing herself is literally the only thing she can do on her own anymore, and even that simple act puts her in excruciating pain. She honestly seems to be living a nightmare. What could possibly make it all worth it?
I know Justin will be going crazy right now. Where's the damn blur at?
Eating is my happiness.
Oh, I cuss. Never mind. It's over now,
and
y'all.
if I could, I just wouldn't stop. Because I love to eat.
Octavia, eating might make you feel safe, but in reality, it's the reason why you're in that bed, and the reason you probably won't live too much longer if you don't change your ways.
The only downside is that my sister usually wants to lecture me. She looks after me for a bit while Taisha runs errands. And she'll try to push me to eat stuff I don't want.
Well, at least there's one person out there that's willing to put Octavia out of her comfort zone.
And she pushes me to get up. But she doesn't understand how much pain I'm constantly in.
Look,
the more you get up, it's gonna be painful in the fucking beginning. Just get your big ass up and do it.
I'm not denying that standing up at her weight could put a lot of stress on her body, but that's simply no excuse. She's not going to get better without eating better and exercise, so Octavia can't use discomfort as an excuse to not make progress.
Did you get up today?
No, I didn't get up. Leave me alone. So what we're gonna have for lunch?
A Southwest salad sounds amazing.
You gonna talk shit like that to me and then ask what's for the fuck you and your Southwest salad? How about that?
I want some barbecue.
Come on, Octavia. If food is supposedly your solace, then why can't you eat a Southwest salad? Yeah, it's not as tasty as barbecue, but it's still pretty good. And more importantly, it's good for you.
So I know people would say, well, why do you bring her this stuff when you're confined to your home and you really can't do anything else? This is the little bit of joy that she does have. Whatever I don't get, she'll find someone else to get.
So far, most of the excuses have come from Octavia herself, but we really need to stop and break that one down for a second. Are you for real? The reason Octavia has no other sources of joy is because she won't stop eating. It might make her upset in the short term, but in the long term, it's the best thing you can do for her. And you can't use other enablers as an excuse. Come on, be the change you want to see in the world.
Extra pickles. Sometimes they're skippy with the french fries.
So you on the side order a fry?
Hey yo, what? I know damn
Sometimes they're skippy with the french fries.
So you on the side order a fry?
A combo plate. What the hell is that? No ham. What's that? No ham, turkey. What the hell that say? I don't even know what the fuck this is. But, wow.
Okay, thanks, baby.
Unbelievable. Just like that, she broke. I will give her credit for putting up a fight, but Octavia has no power in this situation. She literally can't leave the bed. If you bring her a salad, eventually she'll have to eat it.
I can't believe what I've let my life become. I've gotten so big that it's hard to do just about anything. And every day, it gets worse.
By her own admission, Mercedes can't do just about anything on her own, and she knows it's her fault.
I help my mom by getting her what she wants and what she needs. And I know it's hard for her because she want to do for us and us not do for her.
Honestly, that can't feel good. It's one thing to let yourself down, but no mother would want to put this type of burden on her children. So what's causing all these problems?
Once Brittany helps me get dressed, I can finally eat, and I can't wait.
Mercedes has a caretaker come help her during the day, and the strenuous act of showering leaves her desperate for food.
So he takes care of me for the morning, and he knows what I like.
You know what? He ain't shit. He need his ass kicked too. Ain't this Hannibal Buress that I was talking about? He need his ass kicked. What is the rest of this video, man? Cause I'm hold on. Let's get to the damn cause I don't want to see her eat this shit. How much does she weigh? Hell, 713 fucking pounds. Are you serious? Man, you know what? Fuck this fucking people, man. Cause I don't got no sympathy for these motherfuckers, bro. Cause straight up and down, y'all gonna sit here and cuss these people out for trying to help you? For real? You got every excuse in the book instead of just this. You ain't got no excuse when you're gonna go eat the shit. Man, I tell you, bruh. And let me be honest, all of us go through it. All of us go through this when we trying to lose weight. We get that that thought in our mind like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just eat this and just burn it off later. But hopefully we can burn the shit off later and you ain't eat too many calories. Cause burning off them calories can be a motherfucker. You just gotta move more, but that's the whole thing. You gotta eat less and move more. Then you lose the weight. I've been learning shit, man. But you continuously eating like this, you get to the biggest you ever been in your life. Now, come on, yo. No. And then you want to sit here, the lady, how you going to talk shit to Dr. Nell talking about he wrong? He been doing this shit longer than you was big. He been handling this kind of business long. Come on, man. It's obvious his diet worked. Your big ass lost 50 pounds in the hospital. But he wrong, man. I'd have been like, you know what, lady, get the hell out of my hospital. Get out. Because if I'm wrong, go the fuck home and do what you want to do. I can bring somebody in here that really want to be helped. Straight like that. And then you got kids, like, man, my son, I want to be better for my son, straight up and down, man. I want to be better for him. I want to be in better shape. I want to be in a better mental space. I want to be in a better spiritual space. And if I'm there, everything else will fall into place. I just got to stay consistent with everything. And that's all it is. It's gonna fucking hurt in the beginning. Yes, it is. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna challenge you. Giving up is very easy. It's the easiest fucking thing you could do. But bet on yourself just once in your fucking life. Bet on yourself. Stay consistent with yourself. Do the shit you said you was gonna do. Trust and believe, I'm going through it right now. Well, I'm battling myself now. My consistency can be off and on, but I'm working on it. Absolutely, I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? We all go through it. We all fall sometimes when it comes to that. But it's sort of, we just got to keep getting up and keep going. Not just fall down and just stay there for years upon years upon years upon years and then want to get back up and come on, man. Come on, man. You got to get back up. You got to do it. It's scary in the beginning, yes. Because it's a change. That change is going to scare the shit out of you. But it is definitely for the better. I can see that I manifested a lot in my life lately. And it was fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to have a different mindset about it. Like, yo, the stuff that I've been dreaming of and talking about that I wanted is starting to happen. But my only mistake is not staying consistent. That's my only mistake. You could be her size. You can be in the most fucked up spot in your life. You stay consistent with getting yourself together. Even when you get rocked, even when you get knocked on your ass, you keep getting up and you keep going for it. Man, a whole lot of change can happen for you. A whole lot of it. That's all you gotta do. Just stay consistent, stay on the path, stay on the right path. Keep dreaming, dream big, manifest it. Tell affirmations to yourself, but keep going. And I bet you shit will start to change. But yeah, man, if y'all like this video, man, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought. Share the video and subscribe to the channel for your boy. Yes, I broke because they were saying a lot of dumb shit as always. But yeah, we out this piece. Peace, love, blessings. See y'all on the next one. We out.